The seasons to swim upon the sunny. They have seashells, gates and shores tossed against the ripples of the cornhole for the bum circled up for beanbags and picture the punchline. Where you toss upon the boards pointed is the point to dedicated to the scoreboard. The distant games now to tie us in a knot, this untangled love. Undercover and underskin and underneath the underwear, they're under to seek to feel out the your self-care for never to take care of it to give unto. Blessings that came same chord for the harmonious and the harmonious and money spent. Time harming me over the devalue and the deviate. Deviant divides it devoted to all the poles and polar opposites of the portals to outer space, which is inside, and you are the star that's seen before you knew what became. For this was not a blame or the shame, but just the name of the reverence. Benevolent. For the audience's intelligence and never the suitable enough that you had a relationship that was only the love to define. Thank you. And I love you. The feeling of me for the feel the doom, for the day that I feel gloom, for the anger in the frame, for this to be the remaining of the most days of the pain, for the run through my brain, for the something is not able to explain, and neither that anxiety, for the obtaining the vein. It's all too glim-faced, the prickly for the pale, the flush, the crinkling your noses, and the sharing the two things, the air, smoke for the stained walls, or this is the table set for the tea. Stuffed toys and pretty dolls are sitting endlessly for the silly little melody for the weaving. Through the halls and undeniable art soaking over through for your madness and one thing calls company and misery for the simply your kind of poetry for the simply kind of something for the sighting the not finally terribly angelic enough for the beams or frantic enough for this to be the feeling of the weeping and the spill for the over the heavens and this to be loving the I find it all the same. You accept yourself and not accept me for not finding what's loving me for the holding my hand and never the hide the things that you don't want me to know for the wishing you were asked this and felt to put in the blame for something else that wish it was there for the maybe it was all my fault for never to come to them near. Wasn't here everything for the never to be drawn myself and the knowing of the pain but won't go away for the hate to try to change and to say that I haven't ever the don't. Words to express how I feel, maybe you did for the thing that I don't want to be here to hide it away for the cold but the pain is still to feel the numbness and the flowing through the veins. I feel invisible and I know nobody sees me truly. To be against the world for the every time I turn it's never there for you. What's wrong with that? So disappointed for the not to hurt because of myself, this know the best. Pain was in the life of the feather for to try to stand for this the burdens and to hold my hand and every time I go just to be the telling and how I feel this sometimes I like what we have it isn't real but one of you against the world for this always it's against each other for that no one gonna be here forever for that you can hope that all gets better for the loss. For what greater justice can be for the love and the mercy and the enduring for the love and the peace and the righteousness and the servant to follow the hollow will be the name for the kingdom come that will be done on earth as it is in heaven for the eat your daily bread for the steadfast and the love to obey your faith. The way to salvation for the likeness and the name for the ruah, the breathe, speak to the weakened to make me strong. Though I fall and you lift me up and to carry me through. My Zion in the valley for the Savior, the favor, the Maker. I trust in the love and I follow the surrender. I am in the room of the mansions of the domain. Holy name in the rain, to the rain. To new life for the newborn, the New Testament for the new rose that rise. From throwing the trumpets in the horn to the people that being called in the name. For the overcame for the life and the not in vain for the blood that saved the shame. And that heals the pain for the love to sustain. I came and I died for the Sabbath for the miscord for the persevere for the blind died under no idea for the battle for the not the flesh of the bone yet for the sacred love of the throne. The Lord armies and through the throne. Eliminating and Illuminati for the eliminate the wicked for the candles of scandal for the beast and mark scan our artificial intelligence and the elegant for the Saturn of rings. The philosopher's stone for the weekend of the Sabbath the not matching the macho man Randy. For the wrestling for the Jacob for the vacant they shake the snake for the realest children of the Israel. The name is not the land for the body and body for the Abraham eyesight the Esau for the soul the eyes of this Paul the apostle. For the 44,000 of the Gospels, for the ghosts of the holy, then the genes and the Levi, for the Holy, for the Holy, over the never televised, for the Tel Aviv, and the renovation, this is a tribe of men, the Lord, the host of hosts, and this will be the loss. For the toast of the bedroom, for the sandwich, for the you cannot count the generation, for the will come to the stars in the sky, for the earth, the sand, the earth, till the soil, over the turtle, the bird. The first of the living, the word manifest the cast, this a fisherman and the man. Catch the seasons that will see the sun, for the rising beginnings to set the asset, for the assets, is a total, for the idols and the idols to be pulled. Over the eyelids, the eyeshadow, for the light, for the retina, to retain.
this verdict coming over the impending of a doom for which you can find going on to take. Unreal for what the pay I get for this with the guess the pull fall for the smoke for this the cloud for the stealing of what is a joke for the system of a bunch of laws. This will work for them. Push your heart one swim over water for the pick the slaughter for the flames are getting hotter. Nah, the move for this. In a wonderful world full of David, if I could find rather be Jacob than ever the Loeb or the Rachel. But this is father for the never the mind to find. I must marry first to this to be. The loving soul for the refuse to defend. Against that for the so-called friends and never to find the life of the day for this entrusted to. Solace, the contagious smile for the shines ablaze. For this presence to make you stare. Finding you for the works. Care at least this to be the all. Asleep enough to crying for you can find a deathbed to hear me now. And I could drift into the get deleted for the orange rose. Let's match the hair for the written, for the orange petals of the gesture, for the who cares enough for the current. Pressure, nirvana bloom, something, some soon, time enough to take up enough of this space, this disrespect, the mistreated. Over the soft until the ember for the garners of November, for the sour beginnings and the endings that never find a good. And this I dreamt. What we do. Time for us. Wish sometimes like the fluff, brush your thoughts, look inside for the standing in the cold, for the everything and unfolding of what you see is gold. Abandoning or run away for the last time. Out of my hands, and I will never change your heart for the last time to take it apart for the new I was making the mistake for it already did for when you find the shaking of a stake and this is spellbound. Search everywhere for the flaws of finding and never the love to look. Sometimes your silence is better for the poking someone with your harsh words that you could not feel what you have for this as though something enough of the know. Be a good person, never to share more than enough of the secret to plan with you. Freedom for this is a lifetime for the sinners, and not everyone gets that for the lock cup, and some are free. Tying bows, magic for the sunflower unknown, known to the stranger for the swear, and enough of the promise kept, but this is 1,000 brothers alike and never to find the cracks, and this is like a friend. What we do to each other, 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 what we do each other, what we do to each other, what we do to each other, what we do to each other, what we do each other.
Sometimes music. Sometimes music just makes you feel like Sometimes music just makes you feel like So we hear alternately a loud and then a soft sound.
Live and nationwide with all your favorite songs. And coming up, no, 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 no. This is the most sound that was ever generated. It's